Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix, Vampyr. Last Let's Play, you went to our sister's funeral. Also, I might have looked up into the future and found out some things, which one, yeah, I predicted pretty well, and the other, I was like, really? You really didn't give a lot of information about that, and you could have, I don't know. It'd be nice if you warmed to me or something like that. Come on, dudes. And you might be going like, well, what do you mean, GamerWolf? Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Well, should we wait? Is it just one per thing or what? Let's see what we can get. Let me just, I'd like more shield, please. Also, I've been grinding a bit. So let's see. Blood barrier or blood barrier? 1 hits absorbed or 3 hits absorbed. Okay, but what's the difference? Oh, it causes damage? But it only lasts for 5 seconds. Yeah, let's just go with that one, and more blood would be kind of nice. And health. Can we get that? Yes, please. Okay, let's evolve and have our unseen events happen. I really wish this game had saves, and like I was like, when I did that one thing with the one guy that picked the wrong thing, I was like, oh shit. And then this really was the nail in the coffin. Like, if it was just some random person, sure, but the head of the community. Yeah, so she disappeared, and now everything's serious. Which I have to say, that fucking blows. Oh yeah, we should probably talk to that one guy, and then we'll go and kill her at some point. So basically, spoiler for there, or whatever, is that, you know, basically I was like, okay, how about we use the minds thing to, you know, try and make her forget a thing. Because I didn't know who she was, and I didn't know what, hey, how about you just quit kind of thing was. Was that me?
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Sorry that I killed a whole bunch of you guys. But they might be kind of
Leave him,
jerks.
Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
I might at some point replay this game in the
Sacred
future.
Stole, this is very bad news.
But with cheats.
Bad news indeed.
I don't know. So what's your bad news? Besides, hey, that one person that used to work for this place, died. Or is turned into vampire. Because basically there's this one thing that goes, hey, if you have strong minds and you try to mesmerize them, you'll mentally break them. Which she was mentally strong. I just wish, hey, at the first point I'll be like, hey, how about we have a good discussion before we do all the choosy choose, you know? But yeah, then she turns into a skull, and then, you know.
What happened? The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Oh yeah, and on the last Let's Play, other stuff. We met 2 other vampires. One was like some kind of big blood thingamajig.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
I don't have the heart for this. I'll help.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place.
Why am I
means
all the way up
something
here?
to
You need to know
Oop,
you can
sorry.
trust me, Edgar.
I
There we go.
do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
They're not far wrong. I'll try to protect.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
Attempt, at
McCullum is a
least.
fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Okay. I was just looking at something else for a sec.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
That's a bit of blood.
What on earth happened here?
Is there vampire senses? Hey, do you have any talkie things?
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Can we share this meal? Really?
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel,
Oh,
stating I
yeah.
had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was big like a gorilla?
He was bigger than a man, huge in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Okay, we'll meddle in their affairs. Not gonna
I've
accuse her of
experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action?
You'd think.
Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
I don't know, it'd be very
Thank you, my lady.
God-fearing if, you know, I couldn't go on church grounds or
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good
look at a
evening,
cross.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Oh wait, recent events in hospital.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him?
Goodbye.
Okay, probably should ask the other people, since they have words to say.
Good evening, Miss
I
Hampton.
need blood, Doctor.
Well, there's blood on the floor if you want to lick it up.
Is there anything you can tell me about the recent commotion here?
Many things can happen under cover of night, Dr.
You mean
Reid.
right now, where
But I
everyone's
took
awake?
no part in this massacre.
But did you see or hear anything?
I can't say I did, but the smell of fresh blood almost made me faint, Doctor.
Okay.
I'll leave.
Time has lost its effect on me, but
You.
the suffering continues.
Good evening, Miss.
Evening.
Can you tell me?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Goodbye.
You disgust on every street corner.
I wonder what your last
Daily
thoughts would be,
routine.
sir.
So what's the, that? Oh. Well, I think that's that one guy. Where are my quests? Everything's done here. She's just all the way over there. Who's that? Or where is that? Oh. Right. Yeah, might as well do that. It's been quite a while since I played this game. Probably should do function that Windows button. What was that one button? 3.
See them fancy clothes?
Oi! Bitch! Quit. Quidditch. Really? Okay, number 5.
Oh Christ!
Yes? Oh, hold on a sec. I need to change my stuff. Because I guess it changed. Where's blooding? Oh, that's atrophy. Okay.
Grenade!
Okay. Yeah, might as well do this. I'm so pissed that what's her name died, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make everything better. I'm gonna work hard, not kill anyone, and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden that happened. Okay, gonna do these. Would it be up there? No. Yellow.
No, you can trust me.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
I always
Yes,
hate
I
games
am.
like this where it's like, oh, you only have one
This is
save,
the only
and it
place where I can
autosaves,
find
and all
some
that
kind
stuff.
of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Tell him about your life in London and all that stuff.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
Fair enough. Because, like, personally, I'll be like, yeah, sometimes you just want to be alone. How about just
I've
that?
seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reid. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Because I want to
The Spanish
make
flu
things better in
may
every
be the
place.
worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Okay.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Yeah.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reid. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't
Especially since there's like murder
you? Eventually,
vampires
you'll have
around
to
here.
leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reid.
Yeah, okay, you should go now.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reid.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Well, it's also for the fact
Goodbye
that
for now.
this place is infested with the undead. Dead undead. Is that the place? Yeah, that's the thing.
You know you can trust me. Why have you not...
Because he's dead. You still dead? Oh. Nope. She's, got out. Spoiler alert. Because I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not dead. And then, ba-ba-da. Is there a thing here? No? Okay. Yep. Probably should follow that thing.
This is despicable.
Yeah, quinine. I'm fine. How you do? Bitch. This fucking game. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make everything better because that's just my way. Oh, okay. How do I remove that? That? And then... Fuck my ass.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
And right now I'm just at the point where it's like, okay, let's just go through this story and finish this. Honestly, I feel like I'm just so pissed. I just want to cheat so I can get to the end and not have to think about this game. You know, cheat for XP. Because what's the point of doing all this BS if stuff? Hey, Nurse Crane. Got some of this. And some of this. And some of this. And some of this. And some of... Oof. She has a thing. Oh, probably should stand out of that. Oh, hey. Really? I teleported away. This makes me feel as shitty as that one game, what's it called? And a medical voucher or whatever. Game of Thrones. Like that one where... Like, I hated that game, how... Usually in games, I'm like, oh, we'll try our best, and, you know, things might not be optimal, but things will turn out okay-ish in the end. But in that game, it was like, okay, you can try your best, but, oh, you get fucked either way. Can we move? How do we move? Ah, edges of the screen. So I guess we can try and go south and through this area. I don't know. I guess I'll just take all the stuff from this house.
It's locked, all right.
Because he moved somewhere else, as I read. Can we go through here?
It's locked, all right.
That's a pain in the ass. Because I spent a good amount of time, like, leveling, trying to get as much XP as possible, leveling up and all that stuff. And also unlocking areas and getting new shit. This is a real pain when you get it to almost sanitize and then it's like, oops, I picked the wrong thing and now we're all dead.
I cannot enter.
And it'll go down, it's down to serious now, and maybe if things go okay, you'll be back to stable.
Mine, I'll take it. Go on.
Can we go that way? Probably not.
Lord, give us strength. Die, vermin! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Like, I know it's a thing about this game, but it is kind of a pain in the ass where it's like, well, you can either try and kill people, which will make the game easier, but then it also kind of makes the game harder because then all of a sudden, like, things are bad in the neighborhood and you can't buy and sell stuff and etc, etc, etc. But then it's also like, well, fantastic. I tried to do the right thing and then that got somebody killed and now we're all beanist. Can I jump across there? Seems like the same problem in Sekiro. That's one thing I really hate in Sekiro, where it's like, so, you have a grappling hook arm, and it can only go to certain areas.
It's one of them! This one's mine!
Oh. Okay. Ow. Really? You didn't have to be a cunt?
It's a leech trick! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Stupid beast!
Great, now I'm gonna have to hit this guy so I can get his blurred.
Watch yourselves!
Just a little bit of blood. Hopefully no one got infected.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
Serpentine.
Look lively! It's on to us! Steady flash!
Probably should have atrophied or whatever. This. Only a little bit of blood. Do I have to kill these guys? Yeah, I probably should. Okay, you guys are cunts. Okay, about number 5. Okay, well that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. I am grumpy because of other reasons besides shit just not going right in this game. So anyways, please comment, guys, I like comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise if you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and share other videos that have grown. Please remember to spam the noodle woo you animals to help control the pet population. Oh heck. And until next time, let's say, me, WHITECHAPEL, a vampire. See ya.